Okay, now how you two started. So, let me just say about the whole freaking thing about Mystic City RP. This city, when I joined the first week, I was like, oh, this city is cool. I'm like, this city is cool. This city, everybody's so nice, so on and so on. And sadly, that was the case. Like, it was a good city. Was. And I never really had an issue with it. I mean, staff was very helpful when I asked them about support, and I met a lot of people that were really chill. That being said, the city was actually really good at the time. But yesterday, while I was on this character, I ran into some problems. I was selling shoes, and I made sure I had to go to the bathroom. So I knew I was going to be AFK, but I had wireless headset. So I could still hear everything that goes on in game around me. And while I was sitting in the car, let me actually get on as this character. When I was sitting in the car, I had her glove box completely full. And this city is public. You can join it without having to be in a Discord or anything. But I pretty much was. I will show you where I was hiding. And what's funny is not many people come up this way. Like, I was selling shoes nonstop and just minding my own business. Like, for almost 2 days. Like, for 2 full days. But, I was actually. I was actually parked right here, like this, and I literally remember going like that and locking the door. I also made sure that there was nobody around. I mean, nobody comes up to this church. There's no point to come up here. And I had to go to the bathroom, so I hurried up and went to the bathroom. And when I came back, I went to go sell shoes because I've been selling shoes at this spot. And what do you know? My glove compartment is empty. And this was full. This had 2 guns, ammo, a baseball bat, a katana, and about 1,500 shoes to sell. And all of this was full. It even had bandages inside. And when I came back, it was like this. So I go to the staff, open up the ticket, and I go to the staff and I'm like, hey, somebody empty out my glove box of my vehicle. I know the car was locked. Because as you can tell, I am literally, like, you can hear it. I am literally trying to get out of my car right now. If I unlock it, I can get out perfectly fine. Now, what makes it even more funny about this is none of this shit got robbed. because it was in my trunk, not my glove compartment. But they told me that somebody robbed, like, took the stuff out of my glove compartment. That was actually a person that took it out. That they robbed it. It said so in their log. I even told them there was nobody near me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I am literally in the nowhere. It was nighttime. My car is black, which means they would never see me from the road, which is down there. And they would never see me from there. Because, I mean, if you get in this level, that's what I see. So unless they were actually paying attention, they would have never seen my car. And the staff in this city literally told me, oh, well, somebody robbed that stuff. But since we don't have video proof that you locked your car, we can't reimburse you your stuff back. And it's like, okay. So you allow modders into your city, take your players' stuff, when, yes, there will be those shitty people that get robbed by other players. I understand that. That would try to get their stuff back. But that's the thing. I wasn't robbed by any other players. I was robbed by a fucking modder that decided to just come into the city and freaking take everything that I fucking worked for. And now I can't get any of my shit back. Because the shit that they took was all this. Like, all this ammo, all this, these two things, and my metal bat. Like, I am, like, literally wondering if I even want to claim any of this other stuff, because what is the point if I'm just gonna have my shit robbed off of me and the staff members not fucking help? So I ended up going to my one friend on my other character, and I told her about what happened, and she pretty much told me that the same thing happened. And the staff literally told her, oh, well, modders can spawn in and wipe your whole inventory, but without proof we can't give you it back. So she sent them proof that it was all in her car, and they still told her that she couldn't do anything about it. Now, what I find even more funny about all of this is they have these rules. Like, there's stuff that you can't rub off of people, but guess what? Things have been getting rubbed off of people. Like, you're not allowed to take car radios, you're not allowed to take tuner ships, like any of the donator stuff you're not allowed to rob off people. And people still do it anyways. I actually found out that this city used to be lockdown and allowless only. And after after a while, they opened it up to everybody. So it's no longer allowless, it's anybody can join it. Which I watch a lot of modders. I like Those the Crown. I like Max Millie. Max Millie is not a modder, he's more a troll. But I do like his. I like watching his stuff. But my friend told me that there's been other times where people. I actually found out that people are actually leaving this city and going to whitelist cities. Hello. I don't think I'm going to stick with this city. Like, I really don't think I'm going to stick with this city. With how staff don't care about anything. They are a server that only cares about numbers and not true RP people. And the fact that now there has been 3 or 4, maybe more reports of people's inventories getting wiped from their cars. I am actually starting to think that one of their higher ups, either that or one of their donators, is a modder. Because why else will they not stick up for the community?
Wow, we have a big winner at the Lucky Wheel.
And to sit there, somebody took it. I can see somebody robbed your stuff, but without proof that you had your car locked and stuff, we can't give you your stuff back. Okay, that's cool and everything, but I'm a server owner, and usually when modders attack one person and clear their inventories, there's more people that have their inventories cleared by modders. And modders freaking, they're sneaky. Like, they're actually sneaky. I mean, it's a reason why I watch, like, some modders, like, crowning them. Because I make sure to protect my freaking server. I mean, I'll play this one. And if you guys like toxic servers with a staff that refuse to help their player base, I can give you the name of this city. But other than that, I would say avoid this city at all costs. Because, like I said, I know that I was told that a lot of their members are leaving and going to whitelisted cities. Because the staff is horrible in here. They only care about themselves. They allow all these new people to come in and troll the hell out of you. I know that they lost a lot of their big streamers that went to other cities because they didn't feel safe here anymore and had staff treat them like shit on stream. So I mean, you guys want a toxic server, this is toxic at its finest. They will be nice to you, and then once you donate money to them or something, then screw you, you're a piece of shit. Can't wait until my city comes back up. Hell, I can't wait until Rising Sun comes back up. I think what I might do is I'm going to go make some shoes. There's only 14 people on right now, so I think I'm safe. Maybe. I don't know. If it's one of their staff members or donators, probably not going to ever be safe. I know they're very big on freaking ERP, so for the players that like to be a couple and have sex in a video game, nah, you will like this server. Like the fucking owner encourages, like one of the server managers actually encourages it. Probably sits there in no clip and fucking watches people roleplay the ERP out. I don't care if I get banned from this city for talking shit on them, but you need to treat your player base right. Because it's pretty bad when you have people saying that this is only a fucking backup city. Like seriously, that's not good. When your city is only a backup city, that's pretty bad. Oh no, I wasn't gonna make anything. Like I deleted all my videos and streams of this city because after finding out all that shit about it, um, like how they are treating streamers like shit, how they are treating their community like shit. Like I said, I swear the person that's going around clearing people's inventory is freaking either one of their staff members or one of their big donators. Their city is broken as hell. Yes, might have 200 people, but their anti-cheat will ban you for the stupidest things. They can't have any weather at all, or it crashes the entire city. And I find it kind of funny that they got hit with Rockstar. And ever since they started making the changes, the city actually became worse with the lag and the freezes and everything. So whatever they did to work with Rockstar and all that shit, I don't know. I did talk highly of this city at one time. I was like, oh, this city is amazing. I like this city, but after last night, you work for all your shit. You play countless of hours because the only way that you can unlock the battle pass is every 5 hours. So the fact that I'm level 12, 13 tells you that I put a lot of freaking hours into the city. I don't know, but this is the reason. This is the reason why me and my boyfriend created Splinter Chaos. We were tired of the shitty staff people. The only people that they would protect is their own friends or the big donators that spend a lot of money. Um, yeah, of course, TikTok decides to go off. I don't feel like fighting with TikTok today. So I'll just stream and record. But no, like I even went to them and it was like, hey, I'm like, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you guys look into the log? I'm like, somebody wiped my inventory. And I'm like, I went to the bathroom. I know damn well that I locked the door. Um, it's like, but somebody stole my stuff. I'm like, I know that they stole my stuff. And I'm like, I'm usually a very, 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 very careful person. Hold on a minute. I want to actually yell somebody on TikTok. Where is he? But yeah. Like I told my friend and like I told my boyfriend that we I can't wait until Rising Sun and Splinter Chaos is back up and running. One, they are discords that they are servers that you need a allow list to even play. Meaning, if you want to get into the city, you're going to have to join the Discord because it will block you from joining the city. Some modders won't even waste their time trying to get allow lists to join the city. Also, we can definitely control the 18 plus better too. Because not only did I have my inventory wiped by a modder yesterday, and staff will not do anything to help me get my stuff back. I actually canceled my support with them. So I will no longer be giving them any of my money. The only reason why I even stay on here is because of my friend Dom and the other guy that I met on Mia's account. Which I would feel bad to just up and leave them. Like, to just up and leave them. Sadly, I might be up and leaving them once Rise of Sun and Splinter comes back up. Splinter will most likely be up within a couple of weeks. I don't know, it might be, we're trying to have it up before March, because I promised people that it would be up and running by January or February. Right now my boyfriend is really sick, so him, oh my goodness, him being the only dev that we have, it's taking him a while. And then Rise and Sun won't be up until the second week of March. As long as everything stays on track, Rise and Sun will be up the second week of March. Splinter will be up before March, or unless we have to delay it. Like, the testing for Splinter should have been already. Like, was supposed to be on Friday, but like I said, my boyfriend's been sick, so he hasn't really been able to work. I know he had like a really bad scare last night, because I guess, oh my goodness, sorry, but I guess he had a scare last night because his temperature was really high, and whenever he sits at his PC, it raises his temperature and makes him feel worse. So we will see what happens with Splinter Chaos. I'm hoping that it's up soon, because I'm sorry, I can't deal with freaking staff that don't give a shit about their fucking community. It's sad, but at the same time, I don't want to play other games. I like GTA. I always been GTA. To me, GTA is one of the best freaking games ever out there. And I haven't seen anybody ever come close to trying to do a game better than Rockstar. Like, Rockstar has their moments. Like, I know that it sucks that we had to get rid of all branded vehicles. Oh my goodness, sorry. like, I understand that we had to get rid of like all branded vehicles and branded everything, but people need to understand, like, Rockstar can literally get sued for that stuff. Now, if they would have just left CFX keep it, then they wouldn't have to worry about getting sued. But because of this game Rockstar is, or not Rockstar, the game that GTA is, like, a lot of people don't want to be associated with it. And like, I can understand like them not being wanting to be associated with something like GTA, but I mean, there's cars out there like this. This is the LG RH8, and I know what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be R35, GTR R35. I will literally call it a freaking R35. Because I'm not good with Rockstar names for vehicles. I will admit it. Like, it took me a while to say LG, but being have to be in first to go lore friendly. Like, now you have to call them the LG, and I still think I say it wrong. But I like my JDM cars, and they're fun. Well, that one is, anyways. I haven't customized it because I don't know. I like, after the stuff that happened last night, I'm even more wary of people in the city, because before my inventory got wiped by a modder, I wanted to go work out on the beach because they have it where you can work out, that you become faster, like you can run faster and everything. It kind of looks funny because it kind of looks like your character's on crack or something, but comes in handy if you don't have a car and you need to get somewhere real fast and you don't want people to catch you, because a lot of new players don't know about going to the gym, and you need a gym pass, which is like $37K. But what I think I'm going to do for now on is I'm going to have a car where I stock everything, like store everything, and because I found out that they actually put real estate on, like, everything would be so much safer, but you can't even get a house in the city. They put a hold on it. So everybody that's been looking for like a house does not can't get a house. And that's one of the ways to protect your items from getting stolen from modders. Because modders can wipe out your car inventory and your inventory. But they can't go after stash. Stash is usually locked behind other means or something. Uh, yeah, this is a okay city. Just don't expect the staff to help you if you lose your battle pass stuff or if you lose tuner chips or any of that stuff. Even with video proof and even with screenshots, they will literally sit there and tell you they can't do nothing for you. So, again, that's how I feel that, it's how I feel that they, how can you say it? I seriously think there's one of their staff members or a high paying dono that is a modder or has a mod menu and is going around wiping people's shit so that he or she don't have to fucking work for anything. I mean, I know it's not right to accuse, but I have this deep gut feeling that it is a member of their community and that's why they won't do anything. Because that member community will leave if you even dare try to be like, hey, give this stuff back, or we're going to boot you. And of course, Steam updates. This happens once a day too. Where Steam just decides to be like, oh, we have to update. Hold on, I don't want that thing with the freaking shitty music the server has. And like that's another thing that I heard that they're supposed to be getting rid of is I guess I don't know how true it is, but a few people said that Rockstar has put up a freaking thing about how you can't use that you can't use music for your background anymore, which these guys do. Okay, since I paused the music. But since you guys use like an actual music video for your background and hopefully my table thing is still there. I know my car might not be there. Are you fucking kidding me? And this is what I mean. So now I have to run all the way back. Get my goddamn fucking car out and buy a new crafting table. Like this is literally what's been going on. It's like, oh, we're going to not do any, like, we're going to make sure to look like the perfect server and blah blah blah. Like, my friend's been giving me shit, and he's like Roku. He is like, this is what you get for playing a public server. He's like, this is why you don't play public servers. One, the staff is always shitty. Two, the server is broken as fuck. And three, they allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to join their server. And half of these damn people are little kids that don't know the damn rules. Like, you're not allowed to steal tuner chips off of people. Why? Because you can only purchase them. You can only purchase them on the Typic store. You can't steal car radios. Why? Because I will show you. The only way you can get a car radio is right here. For 1,000 coins, this is where you can get a car radio. Like, you're not allowed to steal anybody's pets. You're not allowed to steal anybody's shoulder pads. You can't steal the flame boost kits. You can't steal any of the dono stuff. And people still do. They're overpriced. If you want a business, you're paying anywhere from 200 to 300 real life money to run a business in a game that is not even theirs. On Splinter Chaos, if you want to run a business, build your game time up to 7 days. Like 7 days. Literally, just build your game time up to 7 days. It may take a week. It might take 2 weeks. It depends how active you are. Make sure that you have 100K in cash, which not real money, in-game money. So make sure you have 100K in-game money, and you can buy your business. It will be set up for you. If you need a map, either you can pay for it yourself, or you can wait for us to pay for it. And put it in the server. But that's how we do things in Splinter Chaos. Yes, we need the donations, but yes, we need the donations, but I am the kind of person that is tired of waiting for other people to pay my city. To build my city, Splinter Chaos, I probably, in the last 2 years, since it is 2 years and 1 month old, I have put 5K into my city. Do you know what 5K can get you in real life? And I put it into a city to make a safe RP environment for my community. I feel bad because, like, I keep finding all this stuff, and my boyfriend would be like, no, we're not putting all this in. Which I understand. Yes, I'm sad that we're not going to have the Mount Chiliad's town. But I understand. I do want to. I do want to make a black market that is hidden. Mostly because, like, I don't want people to be able to get stuff to, like, the criminal stuff. I'm going to move the labs because how the script is set up right now for things like drugs and whatever. I actually want to. Move the labs and hide them in the spots that I want to hide them in. I don't remember how much that table was. But, yeah. I want to make a black market. That's where you would get all the illegal stuff. I think it's this one. I can never remember which garage. Okay, is this one. But, no, like, the way that I want to do Spencer Chaos is I'm actually going to take care of my freaking community. I'm also cracking down on the troublemakers. So, anybody that, like, does main character syndrome and stuff, you're going to be knocked down a couple of pegs. Like, I'm sorry, but you're not going to come into my city, like, acting like you're all big and bad and you can do whatever you want. Me and Travolta are the owners, and what we say goes. Our server's supposed to be fun, is supposed to be protective, our members are supposed to feel safe, and, like, the staff actually cares. And, like, that's the thing. When it comes to me, I care a lot. I know it's just a video game. I know that I shouldn't care so much. But what happened with my inventory on this server last night, and the staff refusing to freaking help me, like, that hurt. That actually upset me. I literally almost freaking left and was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm like, the city can go freaking fall over dead. Because that's exactly how I feel. And what's funny is, like, this lag and stuff. should not be here. It wasn't here a week ago. It wasn't until they started making all the changes because supposedly Rockstar came after them. And like, of course, the owner was all like, oh, Rockstar came after us, so we need to make sure that we do what we need to do and remove clothing and remove anything that has brands on and blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't like talking bad about cities, but I think I needed to point that out that this city is okay. But unless you have recording software, and that's only if they even want to go off of it. Don't bother going to the staff when your shit gets stolen. Even buy a modder, because guess what? Well, we can't help you. That's literally what it is. Oh, we can't help you because we have no proof that this happened. No, you have proof that it happened. I know how logs work. And I'm sure it's probably the same damn name that probably took stuff from a lot of other people. And hearing my friends say that they did it, like somebody did that to them once, I'm sorry. I'm sticking to my, it's either a donator or it's a high staff member. Like a high donator or staff that is doing it. Because you know how many times I sat up there for the last 2 days and not one person bugged me. I heard cars fly by, I heard bikes fly by, and not one person bugged me. So tell me that wasn't a thing. Because, I mean, I know that staff has been, like, I know staff goes around and watch people. Which is another thing that Splinter is not going to do. Because I don't like that whole mentality of, oh, well, we have to watch this person because they're doing shady stuff. No, that's not how it flies in Splinter Chaos. We don't handle things unless it's reported in a ticket with proof. Which means, yes, you need recording software. I am not a owner. Like, I mean, I'm not an owner that will ignore people to protect, like, a staff member or something, or to protect a friend. If my friend messes up, yeah, they are going to get a kicker ban just like anybody else is going to get a kicker ban. Hold on, let me. Probably shouldn't just sit there. My inventory might get wiped again. But I just don't care no more. So, to give you an insight on what Splinter is, I wrote all of this. And these are the 10 pages long rules of what I wrote. And these rules read: the rules that are put in place make sure that the community and player base has a safe place to be and enjoyed. We make these rules so that no one can. We make these rules so that everyone can RP how they want without causing trouble. So it's important to read all these rules, get to know the city you are joining. Most important rule of this city is to maintain a RP environment. Anyone ruining the environment, the government, our team will determine if your actions violate our standards. Which brings us to the next point. If you witness somebody breaking rules, hacking, being hateful towards others, or harassment, please reach out to a government ASAP. Either through opening a ticket in the Discord or doing /report in the city. If you don't know for sure, I saw something in the flash at the corner of my eyes. If you don't know for sure if the person is breaking rules, keep role playing either the best you can or excuse yourself in character if you don't want to RP with the person. Never break character, and before you come to us with a ticket, make sure that you have the evidence you need. Videos talk louder than words. We will not punish people just because you say they did something. Always have a video or clip that shows the evidence. The government will review everything and decide as a team what will happen if you are told by a government member that something you're doing isn't allowed and you believe it is not the case. Ask for another government member to get a second opinion. And this is one issue. We don't have the problem anymore, but one of our staff members have like a hate towards certain people. He thought that everybody had to respect him, when, let's face it, respect is earned, not given. And that's why I put that in there. And when I talk about government member, I mean the staff of the city. I don't like the terms angel. I don't like the terms whatever. So, pretty much government means staff. But this one right here, I want people, like, if they feel that somebody's not being fair, like, yeah. I also introduced this. It's like we also are bringing in a point system as punishment, starting from 1 to 20, depending on how many points someone has and a length of is the length of the ban. 1 to 3 points, light, you get warning. 4 to 8 is a medium, which is a 1 or 3 day ban. 9 to 12 is heavy, which is a 5 day to a week ban. Actually, I'm going to say 5 days or 2 weeks. So I'm actually changing that to 2 weeks. And then I'm changing this one to 3. So like 9 to 12 points is either 5 days to 2 week ban. 13 to 19 in danger of getting 3 weeks bans to a month. 20 is basically perm ban. Bans can go from a day to a perm ban. Please note points add up and aren't removed for 2 months. So make sure you read every rule because points will decide your fate. It is your job to know the laws of the city, the rules, so that if you get points that lead up to the ban, that is on you. Ignorance is no excuse. Keep an open mind and remember that role playing is about whatever those big words are. Not about winning or losing. This includes a character that has a main character complex. Most importantly, have fun and enjoy the role playing experience and create life for yourself. And then, of course, main character complex means your character is above all and can't lose any fights. Main example, Vin Diesel has a clause in his contract that he can't lose any fights. This style of RP isn't allowed, and if seen, will net you 9 points, which is a 5 day to 2 week ban. So that's not going to allow. I'm not going to allow somebody thinking they're above everybody else. And then, like, you have the general rules, like be kind to people in the city and whatever. Keep all bad stuff, like drama and bad stuff out. Don't force RP on people. Both parties have to agree with, like, things. The city is 18 plus. With having things like vanilla unicorn and the old outfits were bad. The new outfits, oh my goodness, are not that bad, but the old outfits were bad. RDM VDM is not allowed. Everything done in city has to be done by role playing. You can't just run up to a player or local over because they pissed you off. You need a reason behind it. Everything must be RP'd out. First time occurrence is 3 to 8 points. Second time is 8 points. Every occurrence after will be 15 points. Meaning you keep doing it, you're going to get perm ban. Do not break character, which is always a thing. You can have different jobs on one character, but like if you want to be a cop or EMS, you cannot be a criminal on the same character. We also, because of a issue that we were having, we also made the rule only one player to one department. You cannot have a character be EMS and another character be cop or DOJ. In other words, you can be in any of the departments. You can be in DOJ, you can be a cop, you can be EMS. But you're not allowed to have, say, oh, well, I'm going to have my character Jack be a cop and then my Jarek or Marcus be EMS. No, that's not how it works. Jack is either cop or EMS, and Marcus is a regular civ. We do that because people tend to take too much into their own hands, and then they don't want to be dedicated to their stuff. I also have this one. EMS is when EMS is treating someone, it's up to the person you are treating how they want to RP their character's injuries. Doctors or EMS should never force their RP onto someone else. We are allowing the players themselves to decide what happens with their character. If someone wants to go be in the hospital for a week, that is what they decide. If they want to leave the hospital as soon as they are healed, that is on them. No real world destructions and disasters are allowed. So, no touchy subjects, none of that stuff. I have to watch out what I say because I am recording for YouTube. So, let's see, what else? So there's also this rule too, just because someone upsets you or makes you mad doesn't mean that you can report them. This isn't real life. Not everything in the city has to be just as if it would in real life. Cops have a right to act as they feel. Government is allowed to act as they feel. Crying about things that you don't like within the city, you can open a ticket, keep drama out of the city, out of Discord, and out of voice chats. Tickets are the only way to go handle any of these issues. Of course, talking bad about the government members or the city itself. Be respectful. Cities do have bugs, and it's always good to let us know in Discord when there's an issue in the city. But do not break character or even talk down about someone in the city or the city itself. If you don't like our city, just leave them. And then, of course, like no sexual harassment, hateful conduct, cheating, hacking, exploiting. Like all that stuff will result to a perm ban from the city and removed from the Discord. I am very big on be respectful to others, because the last thing I want is I was always the person that always got the shitty end of the stick, and let's face it, that stuff hurts. Like when you're an outcast and everybody is always against you, like it hurts. It really freaking hurts, and it can mess somebody up. So that's why I'm really big on respect everybody, try to be nice. If somebody pisses you off, walk away. Because in the long run, words hurt. Words hurt a lot more than punching somebody in the face. And then, of course, have like the whole thing for businesses and gangs. To own a business, you must have 7-day playtime. we keep track of these, and you have to have 150K in-game money to start the business and be active. Um, as for the game, you have to have, because we have a gang system, you at least need 7 days playtime for us to set up a gang for you. We don't charge for it. You just need that 7 days playtime. After businesses are accepted, everybody needs to be active. If you're inactive for more than a week, 3 times. If you're inactive more than a week, 3 times in 6 months, the government will take your business back and you will be jobless. At least make sure your business can be open most of the week. Garages are very important when cars need to be fixed or updated. Food places need to be open. All we ask is to make sure that you're open for 30 minutes to an hour, or make sure you have people working with you that can have the place open. Jobs like these are very important in the ARP community. So I'm literally asking people like 30 minutes to an hour, or like if you see somebody on the radio say, hey, I need food, go and open the damn business. And I will be keeping track of that myself. I know my cat cafe is going to be actually open no matter what character I'm on. So who knows, freaking everybody might actually meet all 10 of my characters on Splinter Chaos just by going to Cat Cafe. And like, these are just general rules. And then of course there's this, like anything bought for the city will need to be approved. We will not have, you have to open up a ticket, and if willing to pay for things, you must go to my boyfriend to get the script or whatever. Don't go just buying stuff for yourself. Always make sure to ask, because Travel will tell you if we need it in the city or not. If you just buy stuff and expect him to add it in, well, guess what? Now you just wasted money. A lot of maps, and that's like this city mistake, city RP. A lot of maps will break your server. A lot of cars will break your server. And that's what's wrong with this city right now, is there's a lot of unoptimized stuff crammed in the city that I'm playing. And it causes lag, it causes Play-Doh vision. Like, it's bad. And then, oh my goodness, sorry. And then, like, we have, like, the in-city rules. Everybody must stay in character. If somebody annoys you, use your character to either say that you dislike them or walk away. So, in other words, just say somebody came up to Ava. Ava can literally sit there and be like, you know, I don't like you, go away. And, or she can just, like, give death stare and then walk away. So that's what that means. Like, I'm not going to force anybody to stay in, like, an RP where it's just going to annoy the crap out of you. Because, I mean, this is supposed to be fun. And then, I don't know I don't know, like the gang system comes with tags, so I don't know if the graffiti is going to be script is going to be put into the new server. I think it's not, so this one might not matter. But it all depends if it's put in or not. Like, there's going to be custom tags that are going to be to certain groups, and there's a strong rule: don't use other people's tags. If you're not part of that group, don't use that tag. And then we have speed limits: 80 in highway, 50 in city, 50 in county. All headlights and underglows are allowed in the city. No one will get a ticket or fine for having red and blues like most cities. Custom your car the way you like. So that's a thing. Now, if the lights are flashing, if the red and blues are flashing, then they can pull you over. So yeah, if they're flashing, then you're going to get in trouble. Red lights are like stop signs. Make sure you come to a complete stop for 3 seconds. If nobody is coming, you can go. If you're making a right turn, just turn. Since the red lights take forever in game, cops have a right to come after you for breaking any law in the city. Meaning, if you hurt somebody, start a fight, shoot anything, Sweden, they have the right to come after you. You're not to complain when a cop does what they see fits. The cop's job is to catch the bad guys. Cops are not allowed in the city. Players will have to follow their rules as players have to follow these. They will have to follow their rules as players will have to follow these rules. Note, if you have an issue, take it to tickets. And when I say that, I don't like cop RP. I hate power hungry cops that will charge you for anything. And therefore, that's where my detective character comes in handy. If somebody feels that they were charged for the wrong things, they can come to my detective character and they will come to my detective character and she would look over things and yeah. just wanted to make sure that my character has enough food. But like, if anybody feels like they're wrong, because that was another issue that we had was one of the cops charged somebody with shit that they should never charge other civs with, and we didn't have a DOJ or anything that could fight against it. Well, now there is somebody that can. Oh my goodness. There is somebody that can actually fight against it. So that will be my character, and that would be my way in character to make sure cops are doing their jobs right. Because people need to know that it's not fair to charge criminals with things that they didn't do just because you want to get a big paycheck. That's not how it works. So if you're being chased by cops, they have a right to follow you anywhere, which means off-road, into hidden areas, and even your house. If they see you go to your house, they have a right to come after you. So if you don't want cops to know where you live or where any of the hideouts are, make sure to lose them before going home. Going to your house will not protect you. If you cry about this issue because you weren't careful, or a combat log because you're mad, it will be at instant 10 points. Which, if I'm right, 10 points will literally get you a 5-day ban to a 2-week ban. Like I said, I'm cracking down on a lot of things. Okay, so heists and robberies have a time limit. So no, you can only hit these once before waiting for a time limit. Almost everything must be realistic. If you're going to do like terrorist RP, it has to be realistic, no power gaming, no being too toxic, and so on and so on. You would be asked, if it is too toxic, you will be asked to stop the RP. Do not run the server for other people. Toxic RP is a thing, and if not, stop when told to stop. It will be a week ban. You can rob players, but you cannot force people to take money out of their. But you cannot force people to take money or items out of their bank, cars, houses, or businesses. You can only rob people for what is on them. So if you don't want your money taken from you, keep it in the bank. But do know that some stuff you will need cash. Any information you find outside the city and use it in city will lead to a week ban. No ifs, ands, or bugs. It will be a week ban, so watch what you say to people outside of the city and what you hear in voice chats. We do not want a toxic community. Anyone being toxic will be removed from the city and community. This means no speaking poorly of role players and staff. Also, no lying to staff members to get out of trouble. This will cause you to get 9 points or more. Offensive RP. You must maintain the consent of all parties involved in before doing any. So the reason I made this one is people are going to ERP no matter where you are, but it cannot be forced ERP. You also have people that like to do torture, dismantlement, like cutting off fingers and stuff. and even the creepy people that like cannibalism. The thing is with this, I have a issue with all four of these. Um, I don't feel comfortable with doing this stuff, and I will most likely, like, it doesn't bother me, but it does bother me. But like, I want to let it like up to the player how much they want to do things in RP. Like, so anything like torture, dismantlement, or cannibalism, if somebody don't agree with it, then it's a no-go. If all parties can agree with it and is okay with it, then it can be a role play out. Just like the whole couple RP. I don't care if you do like couple RP things, but if you do anything that's like 18 plus, like, make sure it's okay with that said person. Keep it out of view, like either at your house, in the apartment, or hell, even in the alleyway, which alleys are kind of funny because, I mean, let's face it, can you imagine a cop going up to an alley and seeing some freaking freaky crap going on? Yeah. But it's not allowed to be anything extreme. If any extreme acts happen and it's questionable, that will get you banned. And the reason why I'm letting a lot of people decide what they want is because, for like right here it even says, like right here it even says, for some players, role playing is a way to escape reality. Everything might be real to our characters in city, but we should also make it a world that everyone can enjoy without drama and issues. And then it's like, there's this one, like, do not shoot, like, hostages that are willing to go with you unless, like, the cops refuse, like, a demand or something. The green zones are hospitals, PDs, fire stations, and city hall. No extreme crimes are allowed there. Kidnapping is allowed, or spray painting if we have it on, or leaving notes around, or seeing text around. But you cannot do like the crazy stuff. Green zones are not hangout areas. If you are there too long, you can be arrested for trespassing. 15 minutes is max. You can wait unless it's important or you need to talk to the cops. We do have hangout places like Nico Nightclub, Dallas River Party area at Mile High. There's some other areas too, so don't need to hang out at the PDs or hospitals unless you are visiting a friend. Taking active on-duty paramedics and doctors as hostages or kidnapping them directly outside the hospital is a no-go. You cannot hold them hostage at the hospital. You can hold them hostage at the hospital, but you're not allowed to remove them from the premises if they are on duty. We need these paramedics and doctors, so they are important. When you talk, you can. When you die, you can talk, but just know to RP out your injuries. meaning car crash, being shot, animal attack. All we are asking is to play it out when the EMS gets there. If you don't want to wait, then you have to. If you don't want to wait, then you have to forget everything leading up to the death. So the last 10 minutes. Don't kill locals. This will get the cops after you, and you can end up with a fine or jail time. Like players, they have a right to in the city, so be careful. You don't want the cops coming after you. You can take anyone hostage, you can have friends play hostage, but just know that you cannot kill them. Hostages are meant to be used to try and get away from a robbery without a gunfight. You can offer the hostage life for a clean getaway. If you use a friend as a hostage, make sure to play it out right. Using a fake hostage, a friend, to gain any advantage as no fear will be displayed due to having a close relationship. So, in other words, if you're going to use one of your friends as a hostage, like make sure it's like surprise. Something like that. Combat logging's not allowed. If you live made sinner or something, it's going to get you banned. For criminals in the city, we do not have a party limit, but that doesn't mean to overdo it. You can have any number of members in your group as long as you follow server rules and group rules. This means if you want to rob a bank with 2 to 10 people of your group members, you can, but just know that that's more people to worry about when the cops show up. Power gaming is not allowed. Cop baiting and criminal baiting is not allowed. Value your life. If you don't, you get 4 points. Not everything needs to be a gunfight. I am strongly heavy on this one. With right here, roleplay over gunfights. Breaking this rule will get you 4 to 10 points, depending how bad it is. There's a time and place for gunfights in the city. Not everything needs to be a gunfight. That's how you ruin it for people. And then, of course, the new life RP. Like, if you choose to respawn, you have to forget everything about leading up to your death. So, say if you piss off a gang, that gang decides to take you out into the middle of nowhere, beat the crap out of you, whatever, and then ends up shooting you. You have to forget everything that leads up to that. Like, you can't just go and be like, oh, how dare you do this to me? Hey, Nova. Don't mind me. I'm just going over my rules of Splinter. I don't know how to set mods. Like, I know nothing about this stream and stuff to set mods. Do you work today or you have off? Oh, so you finally seen that dude? Hold on, what is this? Hmm. It, well, that would be a reason why, because I don't have any roles actually added. Oh, I can actually add you as okay, I see how it is. I could actually add you as a mob. Because right here, I can add you as a mod. And I can save it. There, you should be a mod now. Oh, so I can probably do that with Travell too. Oh my god, there's so many people with Razor Gaming. Okay, there interval is. Yep, that's Travell. I had to make sure that was Travell. Okay, that means now I have two. I have at least two mods now. I guess I should probably have finished working on this. I kind of been in La La Land. But pretty much it's just what, pretty much like this is the reason. I don't know, like I know I'm like kind of contradicting what I say because I was saying some really bad stuff about this city, but this city is fake. Um, Mods, like, staff is horrible. They don't help you with anything. And that is one of the things that I'm trying to do with Splinter is I want to be fair to everybody. If one of my staff members are doing something wrong, I want to report it. And I will handle it. If my boyfriend don't handle it, I will handle it myself. If that staff member gets upset or mad, well, I hate to tell them, but it's my my server, my rules. But anyways, I think I'm gonna cut this short because I just noticed what time it is. So I'm done with my rant for now. Anyways, see you all later.